Hello everyone, this is Flosscat, and I got something I need to tell you guys, and it's something interesting because, I thought about this really hard, only because, I have nothing else to do. Plus also, I did a little break in order to figure out what my next step is, because of what recently been happening. And I kind of thought of something very interesting. So I learned something from last night that kind of finally answered my question, and I figured out what I need to do. So here's what's been going on recently, if you haven't noticed, for my second channel. You see, I used to watch these dark ARGs, and there's a certain ARG I watched, and I was so mad at that one of the reasons why I made my second channel was so that way I can try to provide answers to that ARG and show people that it wasn't real and stuff. And it's not very happy, and it's a cult and all that, but that's a long story. But last night I did butt heads again with it. And pretty much at this point everyone knew who was the real runner of the second channel and all that, but what I learned from that, and what I learned from today, because when I was working, which by the way I'm at my job if you guys haven't figured that out yet, there's like the statue or something like that, and you see that sign right there, that's like, so yeah, and here's my other proof if you're not thinking I don't work. Weird I'm showing my real name with y'all, but you probably figured it out too. What I learned was there's so much negativity. Like, when I started working on that channel, I now realize I was filling myself with negativity to the point where I was very thinking about killing myself, which you guys pretty much know that on the basis of thing. And and it's interesting because whenever I clack hits with the people I'm talking about who are part of this ARG, or the fandom of this ARG, you probably know who I'm talking to. It's funny because while I will admit that I can get pretty ugly, they didn't know all the facts about me. They thought that I was a toddler and all that. Which I wouldn't blame them because, heck, look at my freaking bed. I got like freaking stuffed animals on it. And they think all my videos are stolen content, which is not true. In fact, most of the subscribers on this channel would tell you that I've been even trying to help another YouTube channel and giving her fan art. And she's been positive, and that made me hit to another point, and I realized something. I don't watch a lot of ARGs anymore because they're very negative. Like, there's no ARG that is positive anymore, or non-fiction story. Like, there's some non-fiction stories I have still subscribed to and watched and loved, but they're just, viral videos. Like, back then, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared was more viral. It wasn't because it was an ARG, it was because it was just messed up and how it caught so many people off wind. And I realized that the ARG community in the whole and forgive me because this is going way out of hand, but they're a bit of assholes for doing so, for being, that. And that made me realize something. I don't want to put negativity on me because there's multiple reasons. First, of my disorders. Second of all, it just puts a lot of stress on me. And third, it's pretty much worthless. You can't talk sense into any of them. And I have the proof, but they keep denying it. And not just the proof of the ARG itself, but the fact that, when they question me, I'm being straight honest, while they're just being a bunch of JAs who doesn't listen. And I realized that not only that I don't watch dark content that much anymore, I've been watching actually good content that is straight out of muck and being themselves. Like, I've been watching Blasphemous HD, I've been watching Kaboom Goes Maximus, I've even been watching some Markiplier, and Markiplier is great. But I haven't watched him much because he's still, he plays, scary games, some that are boring. But that's the thing, I realize I'm not a very big horror fan as I thought I was. I mean, I'm still okay with the genre. I mean, shoot, my brother jokingly questions me, if you guys know that. But I realized that I watch more better stuff than horror and all that. And finally, I just realized that that's not a community I don't truly belong. Because they will literally rip you to shreds. They will literally be like a gangster and knife you and gun you down over something you believe. Another thing about this, because one of the things, my big complaints was people were always biting my hand, literally, because I didn't have like quality productions. I mean, shoot, I'm using a freaking phone. Sorry for the giggle, but that's my point. I'm using a fucking phone. I don't see how people see that. But then it hit me. If you're going, you need money if you're going into that content. But there's a group of people you don't need money for. So I realize I can't stay in negativity like anymore. I've realized that, maybe I should just quit on the negative side. Because what I learned was you can't always build your thing on negative. I mean, I have seen good dark art that isn't really truly negative. It's actually inspiring. But then you look at stuff like ARG that is very mean-spirited. And there you go. And I know the people who I'm also going to send to go and see this and like give me the FU sign, but you know what? I'll just block them. Because here's the thing, they don't understand how I feel about it. I understand how they feel about it, and trust me, I know it get on their nerves. But they don't understand how I feel. They don't understand that they're very mean-spirited. They don't listen to what I say at all. And it's funny because, like I said, one of the complaints is they say I steal content. But here's the thing, how do they truly know that? Have they ever actually watched my videos, especially on this channel? Because every time I look at my video count, you guys know it only gets uno every time, or even 0. Which begs the question, do they even watch my content? Or haven't even actually paid attention to one of my videos? And even then, have they ever actually looked into my other videos? Because I don't just do reaction videos on this channel. So, because of that, my lesson that I learned for my soul search, which I'm calling it because that's kind of what I did, was, you know what? I gotta get out of the dark. I don't need negativity. I learned there's positive things. Heck, the channels I watch, the people I also attend to, like some artists on DeviantArt, and, the YouTuber I was talking about who I promote a lot, which, believe me, she is the most positive channel I ever seen. I realize I gotta get out of the dark. I can't do this anymore. So, you may know what I'm leaning towards if you get this message, especially those who are on my second channel. I'm no longer going to have that second channel. I'm actually planning to delete it tomorrow after this video comes out. And I say tomorrow, probably after work tomorrow. And I say that because I want to give time for those who don't get the message soon to get it, because some people only watch it at night. But my point is, I'm just officially done. Like I said, and it doesn't feel like it when I said it back then at that ARG guy, but now I realize I have to be done. I can't keep doing this negativity. I have my own stuff, and this ARG crap is getting all over my stuff. Like, the other reason why I built that other second channel was because I didn't want people to bumps down on me. But I realized they don't probably see their own lives as well, and even then, they told me to get a life. But look at this, I actually have work. In fact, I'm probably going to be late on what I'm going to do. So, I have a job. I have a life. And I don't need negativity hitting me. So, long story short, that channel is going to get deleted. And consider this also a upstart for my channel, because also around tomorrow, I'm probably going to now finish up my Ruby books. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do after that, because unfortunately I still can't do the Pokemon Ultra Sun stuff because I already finished the game. I will do some little bit of stuff on that, but still, long story short, I am going to be back in the game probably this week or probably next week. But for real, my lesson here is, if you're in a negative spot, probably best to move out. Find your own light. Even if it's just fan fiction, game chat, I don't care. But if you know you're in a community that is very negative and naive, and pretty much a dumbo who doesn't know what they're saying, then you need to get out of that community immediately. That's my goal. You need to find a light-hearted person, or a person that makes you laugh. Like, for example, I watch Blame on George, and he's not even really a dark channel. He actually does documentaries and top 10 lists, and that's great. They're really good. And that's actually how my type of content I like. So, yeah. Just making a video to let you guys know. And I did thought on it. I know I actually was tossing and turning thinking about it last night and this morning. But I'm hitting on the nail on the hammer here. I'm done with the negativity. So if you guys do get this list from my other channel, which I'm going to send out, you can subscribe to this channel. I'm not asking you to, but if you want content similar to that, it will be on this channel. Trust me. But anyways, this is Flosscat, and I hope this message gets to one of all of you, because it is a good lesson, because, we have to have positivity in our lives. Otherwise, we're going to go get depressed and, angry. But still, I'm snapping out of here. I gotta get back to work and get some things. Bye.